And one thing I noticed off the rip, it's the first round. Off the rip, dude is getting low as Conwell. So Conwell doesn't have an advantage to come over the top. And he used the long guard. Dude is huge, pause. And that's the thing about fighting somebody you never fought before. You don't know what their power is. So by the time you get in the fight, you feeling them shots. And you like, well, damn, he is kind of punchy. It's too late now, though. Well, good feint. Dude just tripled up on a feint. Dude tripled up on a feint and had sense on defense. And he going to Conwell's guts. Calling live action. Conwell trying to work. He putting pressure. The ring looked pretty small from this angle that they got anyway. Yeah, see, right there is when before I left yesterday, I noticed that play right there. Conwell looked at uncomfortable. He was in the corner. I never really seen him in no corner. That's how I was like, dude must, that don't look normal. And then I went and got my hair done. Yeah, dude throwing some good shots. And he got his knees bent low enough to where he can get eye level with Conwell. Like that. We in the first round with 17 seconds left. We in the first round with 17 seconds left. Yeah, he definitely did. Keeping his hands up good early. The dude is not stunting Conwell. And listen, my man Lamont Quarterman told me about dude. He said dude is like a real cool, laid back Mexican cat. Like he really like a. I think so. Yeah. That's their daddy. That's why they done boxing though. Ota Jones is trash. He's through. He got stopped on the zone. Was drunk in there. Too many. And yeah, that's the daughter. And that's why they both look trash. No, but the daughter, she out here eating. No, she. Yeah, that's the woman's market is slim pickings, bro. It's slim pickings with that in that woman's category. Perez is his name. One thing I noticed they didn't ask Conwell is how is his punching power? Because right now I already see him trying to get close and he's more defensive and he's doing weird kind of defensive move with his hands up because them punches is probably heavy on his head for real. He's a small 154 pounder, no matter if he stocky or not. He's still small. He really a 47 pounder. Dude is kicking a jab on Conwell off the rip. Ooh, he turned him and threw the right hand. We doing the film stuff. Ooh, and he going down to the guts with the 8. Hey, bro, he really pulling moves in there. Conwell trying to come back, but I'm gonna tell you one thing right now. He's not landing the eye-popping shots. Like these Mexicans, you got to start at the body and then you got to snap their head back. His defense is pretty tight. Yeah, he doing a lot of different moves. Conwell working, but he hitting a lot of gloves. And dude really digging some good shots in. Conwell's knees is standing straight up. He's standing tall with the fighter. He should not be standing tall with that guy. What are you talking about? No inside work, June. They're in medium range right now. They're both in check hook range. Dude, flicking the jab out, tripling up on that jaw. Charles Conwell is literally putting pressure on him and they shoulder to shoulder, so you're wrong. Come on, bro. Don't come to the channel talking stupid. We're literally watching the fight right now. We're doing a film. Yeah, we're watching the fight right now, brother. So see right there, he should have threw the uppercut off that combination. Don't ask me how I know that. It's just how combinations in boxing work. Charles Conwell threw a two-punch combination. He should have ended with the uppercut up the middle for the reason that he to the kind of to the side, and it would have split the gloves out of high guard. That's boxing technical technology. Charles Conwell should just be focused on jabbing to the guts for these whole rounds. Right there, you can't let that man get that off. You got to answer right back. As soon as he hits you, pop, 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 you got to counter back. And that's why he winning these rounds. Because he not hitting him per se trying to overload the shots. In the second round, he peppering him up with shots. Yeah, I didn't even watch the fight last night, but I already know how it went, though. I could just boxing. Dude is kicking that jab, though, I'll tell you that. Should have ended with an uppercut right there. Dude's head is down. You got to bring the uppercut up up under there, right there. When he catch that, he got to throw a hook, step in, and come with the uppercut right there. See, dude getting low like he's supposed to, but he bending over at the waist a little bit. So you got to use the uppy.
Airwick scented oil keeps your space fragrant for up to 60 days. Airwick, always fragrant, always inviting.
I don't want no green screen on here.
This is Buick. Now. Buick. Exceptional by design. Get 0.9% APR on these Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $3,000 allowance on Encore GX.
Where's the filters?
Today we're making avocado toast. This is Dave. And like many influencers like him, Dave uses popular influence. See if we can grease my good right hand there for Conwell. His defenses, three of them by split decision. Even the one against Carlos Ocampo. That was the fight that he said I wasn't ready for.
Oh, you lost to Carlos Ocampo? Yeah, that was in his younger stages. Good defense. Definitely got good defense the way he keeping his hand open. This is the third round right now. Dude check hooking off Charles Conwell's combinations. And he keeping his hands up good and going to the body. Right there is when he has to answer back on the inside with small counters. That is Conwell. When he getting off. That shot kind of bothered dude. That double jab right hand to the body. He should have went back to it. Yeah, see that defense, Conwell. I'm seeing now when he in there with a real somebody who know what they're doing, his defense doesn't look the part because he making defensive moves that are not moves. And but he is blocking them shots. But right there, when he in his shell, he got to get the shoulder in front. But the shell as a shorter man doesn't work on a taller man because he can come over top of your shoulder. You got to keep your hands up good right there. He can come over top of the shoulder. Or you got to be crouching down, bending your knees and stepping in so you can smother the right hand. Got a jab right there off that movement. You got a jab off that movement. He wasn't doing the Conwell got to use the jab off that movement. Yeah, see, Perez is running shots, and he don't know how to come back off them shots. Where the remote at? Where the remote at? He didn't come. You can't let somebody get off that many shots without answering. I literally seen. Yeah, I literally seen Aaron doing that to Amari yesterday when he got tired and he didn't check hook off the ropes or nothing. That was a 1, 2, 3 with no answer. Now he coming back. They working, but dude is catching the shots on with two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 5 shots, and Conwell grabbed him to neutralize the offense when he was supposed to be catching and countering off that work. Right there, he rolled the shot, but he did not come back with the right hand. He against the ropes, and Charles Conwell is not using the stiff jab and keeping him there on the ropes. Like you had to keep the man on there on the ropes, a la Floyd Mayweather and Canelo. Good shot. That was a good hook by Conwell. But you got to go down to the body after that. You got to be busy. The reason why Conwell is having problems with these exchanges is that he's not countering off the exchanges. He not telling him shit in the corner. He told the man he got to turn his pace up. That doesn't mean anything. You can't let him answer that many punches without coming back with the catch and counters. See that right there? Perez is on the inside coming over and under with shots and dropping down that hammer. Telling somebody you got to do more in boxing and saying let your hands go, that means nothing. That means nothing, bro. It means nothing. They should be telling him, hey, bro, you got to stick to jab, the strong jab to the guts. And then when he touch you and you come back, you got to come right back off the touches. That's cap. Oh, good body shot. That body shot bothered Conwell. Dude is the thing was giving Conwell problems is that he tall but he's still breaking at the waist, slipping shots. And he not tripping on that inside. Conwell, you gotta let his arm go and work on the inside. His trainer don't know boxing. Like I keep telling y'all, these Ohio folks who never box, they think they know boxing, and then we seeing it in real time. You don't know boxing. Good body shot. And see that every time Conwell dropped down, dude chopped down the right hand on his head. Look, he coming over the top, putting shots together. Yes, Conwell was there, but he not showing defensive in between the shots. Yeah, they working. Yeah, Conwell don't know how to use the. He don't. This is the thing. For what the guy is doing, you have to do what works, not what you want to do. So like every time, his head is in uppercut range. And this is just for me understanding boxing and being a professional myself. Anytime I see somebody head down, all I can hear is Mike Johnson's voice. Bring his head up out of there. Throw the uppercut. Bring his head up out of there. And see Charles Conwell keep throwing hooks over the top when he not coming up under. Conwell blocked them shots, but where was the counter off them shots he blocking? And he keep trying to throw the same shot. Where is the uppercut? He should be 156. Right there, he just can't let that happen, bro. He on the inside as a shorter man, catching punches and don't know how to come back with them shots off the inside, off the high guard. Right there, why are you trying to come over top, bro? Yeah, Charles, and that's why he hitting dude in the back of the head, because dude got his shoulder in front, too. Dude got his shoulder in front, so that take away the shot. That's man. I be telling people all the time, man. You gotta stand with your feet parallel, and like you gotta watch Roger Mayweather. He will stand. He will make you look like y'all making the T in that ring, cause you will be square, and then his shoulder will be in your chest. You can't even throw the shot around. The shot is taken because you hit him in the back of the head instead of Conwell knowing how to stay to the side. Dude is splitting him to the side, and he trying to throw the shot, and it's causing him to hit him in the back of the head. So now he, instead of doing that, he should be coming up under the middle with the uppercut and the six to the guts. I'm looking at it right now. That shot is not open because dude got his shoulder in the front.
Oh,
It ain't even that. You could practice it all you want, but it start with your feet first. His feet are not in a position to even do it. So even when he go over like that, it's gonna be behind the head. You gotta turn to the side and stay like that when he on the inside. Right there, he to the see how right now he's square. He not putting the shoulder back in front. He doing it from the outside, but then when he get on the inside, his shoulder ain't in the front. That's where the positioning matters. Like that positioning is so important in boxing. Like you have to work to get that position first. Right there, dude neutralized his movement coming forward by tying him up. Right there, that was good shots, but now you see dude turn to the side, hit him behind the head. He putting his shoulder in his face. See how did yeah, see that's what dude doing. Dude came over and under, but he to the side, and he the taller man. So actually, Charles Conwell should be coming under and then over, cause he on the inside. Right there, he shouldn't have backed out with the shoulder.
Can you pick me up Skyline at 6:30 on Monday? Because I have to go somewhere in the hills because
That's a good jab by Conwell,
this
but yeah, he can't stop slipping like that.
giving me his books. So,
Good body work. Charles Conwell got to stop head hunting. I'm noticing that too. He throwing a 1, 2, 3, but it's not landing. He has to start everything. It's still only the fifth round. He should be sticking the jab to the body. See, now right there, he hurt dude with a remote. He hurt dude with the uppercut because I keep saying he got to land the 5. Like, that's just common sense in this boxing shit. He literally just hit him with a 5 and rung his bell. That's why I said the jab, the 5, and the 6. 1, 2, 3. He threw right there. 5. Buckled him. Buckled him. He automatically won that round. Like, watch. Right here, Conwell should be right here. He gonna use the 1 and the 5. Watch. Boom. Watch this. Bang, hurt him, buckled him. Soon as he hit him with the 5, he knees buckled on a delayed reaction because he can't see that shot. Because the way Charles Conwell was coming up under him, that's a Mike Tyson shot. And he said Mike Tyson was one of his favorite guys. But then you're not using the tactics. So that means boxing is mathematics. It's above and below, within, so without. So if you go outside, that means you go inside. If you go up, you must go down. So instead of him throwing a 1, 2, 3 first. He should focus on the body and then come up under from his position. He's already up under the man. And then y'all niggas be acting like I gotta watch this shit. Like I really don't have to watch it. It's you box off to how your body made, and you do what works, not what you want to do. You gotta throw the jab, the 5, and the 6 up under. See, dude, no, Charles Conwell got slickness and defense on a certain aspect, so he just hitting Charles Conwell's body until it opened up like that. Right there, he never used the uppercut again. He not using the uppercut. He uncomfortable. He pushed him off and hit a man on the inside when all he got to do is work. And Charles Conwell not bending his knees. He's trying to stand tall. He already tired for real, a little bit tired. He a little bit gassed because he pushing his punches. And dude touching him. Got to get the shoulder in the front. See, right there, he has to pivot a little bit so his feet is parallel so dude don't have them shots. See, right there, he ain't have to go behind the head. He got to come up under. That was the 5th round. He was a little gassed off that round. He was pushing his punches. No, he was trying to go to the body, but he abandoned the body a little bit. He abandoned the body a little bit. I'm in Hotep, blood. We watching the Charles Conwell. We doing a quick film study on the scrap. Real quick. Because I wanted to see it. And I'm noticing the shots Charles Conwell didn't use. You got to use them uppies. You go outside and up under. And then you get on your defense. You got to be first, then go to the defense with the taller man. And you got to have your feet correct. That is so important. Like, you got to have your feet to the side. Your feet, none of your feet should be facing forward when you boxing. If your feet facing forward, your hip is open, your chest is facing, you not to the side. You not to the side. You got to be standing to the side, looking to the side, and then turn your head and look forward. If you not, it's going to be, that's just how the greats do it. I watched him on Henry Armstrong. He had a great stance. And he was squatted. Like, Henry Armstrong will really smoke you in there. His stance was good, and she had a good, strong stance. Hey man, your game plan mean nothing. You gotta be you too short. If you're not coming in, working behind a strong spear jab and busting them up on the inside, using them uppercuts from up under is gonna be detrimental. Like right now, Charles Conwell too square, and it stands from the outside. Dude keeping his right hand tight and working that front hand off the rip. Working that front hand off the rip. Look, oh, right there, it showed me right there. Dude's feet, right there. I'm going to pause it and show you because they're going to show you dude's feet. Right there. Right there, you cooked. I'm cooking you. I'm cooking. For the back button. All right, look. Look at dude's feet on the inside. His feet are to the side. Charles Conwell's feet are to the side too, but on the inside, this is where Conwell should be using the 5. Look where his head is at. It's in the position of the 5. Look. He should have been using the 5 right there and the 7. And then the 8 is wide open. Right there, you got to go to the guts right there with the 8 to the body, and then you coming up with the 5. Listen, if you working those shots in sparring, and on the mitts, they automatically gonna be used in sparring. I make my man do that. I make him throw that shit all the times, 8-6, 8-6, shoulder roll right off of that. Because anytime you go into the body, your head is automatically exposed. So you got to come with a defensive move off rip after you go to the body, because you exposing your head. If you're not telling your fighter that, you're doing him a injustice. You're doing him an injustice, because your head is exposed when you go to the body. So when you go a double jab right hand to the body, you got to slip and do a defensive move after that. If you don't, your head is exposed to get shot, to get hit with a shot, because you throwing the right hand or the left, whatever hand is the back hand, and you be in the square motion. That's why a lot of fighters like James Toney counter off the right hand or the power hand off rip, because you slightly exposed. You know, it's just boxing, man. Y'all gotta really know what you're watching. And that's why I tell all tall fighters, you gotta have inside work. So no matter where you coming in, yeah, I work you on here too. Charles Conwell ain't using his feints. I haven't seen him feint. He not fainting either. He not fainting and keeping neither the knees bent. Right there, Charles Conwell not bending his knees on the inside working. Here's a prime example of it. I'm about to rewind it again. Right here. Right here, Charles Conwell, his knees is not bent. This man's head, he's 6'1", and his head is lower than Conwell's. That is a no-no. That is a no-no. You have no opportunities to answer with the shots. You have no opportunities to answer. This man's head is lower than Conwell's head. That's the technical mishaps, because the people who training him never boxed on a professional level. Because if you box on a professional level, you would know that. Somebody hit my Cash App. I'ma see who hit the Cash App after this. We doing a film study. Thank you for the Cash App. So tell me who hit the Cash App in the chat right now, so I could give you your love that you deserve. It's Easter, and this is what we doing. This is church. This is my church, my sanctuary. We replaying. We going back. We in the sixth round. Right there. He went to the body. Dude is catching those body shots, and he not coming up under with the upper. Right there, uppercut. Conwell, there you go. But he not low enough. That's why it's not landing. Oh man. Right there. He exchanging shots instead of countering with the shots. Let me show you. Watch. Right there, should have been an uppercut. Should have been another uppercut. He waited too late. Waited too late. You got to answer. You're not low enough. Like, that's what I was having my man work with Aaron yesterday. I'm glad he was some tail end work, so I could see that, like, you got to get low, so when you catch them shots, when you answer back, bro, you're gonna smoke a man, because you squatted generating power. Conwell trying to stand too tall with him. And then dude landing little choppy shots on the inside because he the taller man. You got to know how to put your shoulder up and your elbow up. Good roll, but you got out. You didn't come back. We're in the sixth round with 1 minute left. No, he not getting nobody. Dude not giving him nobody, yada, yada, yada. He got the best of both worlds. Charles Conwell, they exchanging punches, and dude is being first, and now we on the inside, and Charles Conwell's on the inside, but not working on the inside. Like, hold on, I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you right now. Right here. Hold on. right here. Charles Conwell is on the inside right here. But even though he on the inside, he not in a position to score because he the shorter man. He has to always be in a position to score. So that means he needs to be at the angle, still on the inside, busting dude up. He's shoulder to shoulder with his arms around dude, and dude's arms are on the inside of Conwell's arms, so he can punch Conwell. Conwell cannot get off in this position. He cannot get off in this position right here. He can't. There's nothing he could do right there. Shout out to the locticians at Toyota's, my Liberian folk. Right here again. Let me show you. Charles Conwell is not in. Oh, you can walk by, blood. Hold on, go ahead, walk by, cause I got the camera on me. Pause. Charles Conwell is on the inside right here, but he not in position on the inside. His arms are around dude's arms when they should be inside of dude's on his face so that he could be ready to punch and come up under. Secondly, dude's head is level with Conwell's head. Conwell needs to get his head on the left side so that he can come around with them hooks and come up under with that 5 and that 7. That's what he got to be doing. He's not in position to do that. He's not in a position to do that. He's not in position to do that. My bad on the green screen. He's not in position to do that because he's not in position to score from this position. As the shorter man, you got to keep moving your head and keep your head on the inside right here and he got to swim his head around to the left side and rip the 5 and the 7. And then he ain't even look, his hand is on the 8, but he didn't throw the 8. That's a detriment. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry that I even know this, but I'm not sorry. I actually study boxing and really have a different eye for what I'm looking at. I mean, like, see, that's when his head should come around the inside. He waited, then he got out. Right there, he should be jabbing it. Yeah, no. He should have jabbed, stepped in, broke at the waist, and ripped the 7 to the body. Check hook to keep him honest. And Charles, he didn't land that because he got low on Charles Conwell's ass and blocked it with the shoulder. See how dude get his head on the left and ripping the hook? They're a little winded. No, he a little winded. I can see his chest breathing. They're a little winded because they both breathing. He arms on the ropes. He a little winded. It's natural. No, he not. All right. Those are the basic fundamentals of boxing. But then what are you telling him to not go backwards? What punch placement or what technical punches are you telling him to throw after you gave him basic fundamentals of boxing? You can't go backwards. Okay. Now, what are you telling him? Hey, bro, when you jab, you got to jab and slip your head off the line when you jab, and then you got to, instead of jabbing, fall into your right, jab and step hard, break to the waist, and rip the 7 and the 5 and the 3, and then come step around and come with the 8, and then step right back to up under him and smother him. He didn't tell him that. He didn't tell him that. He didn't tell him that. And that's the difference between me and all these other niggas. Because I tell people that, hey, bro, you got to jab, step in. Hey, first of all, you got to relax on the inside, get your hands in front of you, and break and get your head over to the left side so you can rip the free hand. Nobody told him that. You telling him the basic fundamentals. Then after those fundamentals, you have to articulate the intricate details. You know, I don't even want to get to it on here and get to talking that shit like that. But you got to tell him the intricate details on top of the fundamentals. It's layers. You can't just say basic fundamentals. This ain't no, this is a contender. This is a 12 rounder contending for a title. What was the game plan? They don't have a game plan. I don't even hear him talking about the game plan from jump. Off of the basic fundamentals, it was supposed to be a game plan to break the taller man down, to bring his head down so you can hit it. His head is already down because he's bending over at the waist, and you not using proper placement of the punches to accentuate the proper power. Those are bars, and that's why y'all be hitting my cash app. He was supposed to be primarily using the stick, the sticking, flicking, feinting, and hooking and upping. That's why I created that saying. So that way you don't even have to think about the game plan. The game plan is already in the fundamental practice. Jab into the body, running the 5, running the 7. If you can't find that, you jab and run the 8 to the body. As soon as you get on the inside, you get the shoulder in front of you, keeping the forearm checking his head like Floyd was doing against Jose Luis Castillo, and then running that 6 bang, that creates distance. Yes, you're still on the inside. You're not body to body. There's 5 ranges. Charles Conwell was body to body, but then he not using body to body tactics, like punching with the free hand, coming over top, coming up under, and then using that body to body to now get in the inside and get the shoulder in front and run them shots. Because dude would be less uncomfortable like with that because his arms are longer. So when you, soon as you turn to the side, all the punches are blocked. And now you can run your shit from your range on the inside. They're not telling him that. They're not telling him that.
Come on, man. Slide forward and get on it, going to the right side.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong tutelage. You telling him to slide forward, you should be slide forward and get to the left. Because it's about, and it's always these daddy coaches who never box that don't tell these niggas, these neguses, these nagas, how to use that front hand to your advantage, even as the shorter man. You got to get in there and slide to the, man, what do Canelo be doing? Let me make my eyes straight while I look at y'all. What do Canelo be doing? Canelo against Callum Smith, rule number 1, neutralize, parry all shots. Conwell is not feigning. He's not parrying the punches. He's catching them, which is a detriment. You got to parry the punches because that sends them in an ineffective area. And then you got to maximize your front hand work. But it's about the 7th to 8th round. You ain't even time to use the right hand yet. Wait till the 9th round to use that. You just touching it with him like a jab, like Coley would say. Just peppering him with it. But you sticking him hard to the guts. Let's go back again. We in the 7th round. Didn't even mean to do that. I'm going right back. But yeah, like, that's important. It's about that front hand work still and running that 8 over and over and coming up under, really breaking the man down. Like, and that's one thing, that's the executioner talk. Will Bernard, like, where is your game plan about breaking a man down? He in there trying to fight him. No. No. It's only the 7th round. It's still in the prospect stages of a fight.
Anytime you're having to tell your fighter fundamentals, son, that's not a good look.
Well, that is a good look, but he's just not articulating what to do. And that's why you can't listen to the broadcast when they just be talking. What did I just say? What did I just say? Hold on, I'm going to rewind it. I just said that. And that's why I mean, hey man, I don't want to hear nobody telling me shit about boxing.
So that's not a good look. His corner said drop to the right. Because as I was saying in the last round, Conwell keeps dropping into Perez's left side. And, if Perez in his corner pick up on that habit.
And that's why you keep getting hit with the right hand. You gotta drop to the left so you out of way to the left of the right hand. Hey.
He's been excellent at countering as well. He's been able to push Conwell back.
See, and look.
So 57-57.
If y'all watching the fight, the man is leaning to his left, blocking Conwell's right hand. So he cannot get it off.
Really competitive. When Conwell wins, taking to the body, throwing clean combinations. But Perez, he's been excellent at countering as well.
Bang, right there. Can't get nothing. Can't get it. He leaning to the right. Conwell don't even know what to do. Look at this. Look at this here. Conwell is on his right side. All he got to do is get his head on the left side and throw the damn uppercut. He not blocking it. And dude cannot even see. His head is looking at the fucking ground, bruh. Oh my gosh. This is frustrating. I love my man Conwell, but them Soul City niggas don't know what they doing, bro. And I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who you are. I'm just here to say if you know what you're doing or not. Right here shows you it's clear as day. This man is in a compromising defensive position. First of all, he bent over at the waist. What do you do right there, Aaron? No, you ain't got to skip over. He giving you the shit. What did you do right there, Aaron? You throw the 8 to the fucking body like you did against Amari. You see how you did that without even knowing you did the shit? Because it's in the mitt work. I ain't got to tell you to do it. You gonna do it off a rip.
But like me saying that, I would want to get my friend.
No, not what you want to do, but what works, brother. You throw the 8, he gonna fucked up right there off the 8. Look, Conwell can throw the right hand right there on the 8, and then after he throw the 8, you throw the 8 and bend your head to the left, and then come up with the up it. Yeah, blood. Yeah.
The 3 there.
Yeah, bro. I'm not doing this shit because I don't fucking know. It's made like that. It's just how boxing is made, bro. He not doing that. He just missed the opportunity. Look, there you go again. 8, roll over, 5, 3, 7. And that's what Gabe did. Look, dude did it. Dude just did it. He put his head on the left and swim. Charles Conwell was stuck. Dude tired. Dude tired. Dude in shape, but he tired. Dude tired. Dude is tired. He just Conwell don't know what to do. Right here, dude is tired. He not trying to work. Look, dude tired. Right there, dude tired. He tired. Conwell ain't even bending his knees. He the shorter man and he not up under the guy. He not up under him, blood. You gotta, this shit, you have to do what works, not what you want to do. I keep saying that shit. Like, they giving you the shit. And when you take it, it opens up what you want to do. Good 1-2. Where was the strong hook to the guts after that? That's a Canelo. Like anybody, Joe Frazier, Canelo, Mike Tyson, the 1-2-7 is what you throwing. I just said that. It's like every time I say it, Gabe Rosado gonna just say what I say. Look, I'm saying this shit because Gabe Rosado boxed before, bro. It don't matter his record or none of that. He telling you what it should be happening. He on the blind side. He not on the left side. You gotta get your body around on the left slide and slip to the inside. That's the all-time great boxing style. And he don't know how to do that. Like right there, he just on the right side of him, man. When you guys a shorter fight, any fighter, you gotta slip over to the left. He hasn't done it one time. Look, get your head on the left. Get your head on the left. Look, dude got his head on the left. Running that shit. And he's square. Charles Conwell can't be square on the inside. His feet square. That's why he getting hit with these shots, man. This is an easy fight to judge because it was a fight for Charles to lose. Yeah, because he giving it. Look, he throwing the hook, but his head ain't on the left. Nope. Hey, bro, he not getting his head on the left side. Like, he didn't get his head on the left side, none in this fight. He didn't feint on the inside. Like, I know that's something you never heard. When you on the inside of a man and y'all on the inside working, shoulder to shoulder, you feinting. He gonna flinch, and then you run the shot. Y'all don't even know about feinting on the inside. And that's why I don't even be talking boxing. Because I've learned so much boxing from niggas who actually box. Like in Columbus, got the best boxers in Ohio. I'm just not gonna front with you. Yeah, a lot of Cleveland niggas is good in the amateurs, but when it comes to professional skills, now they changing up the game plan, making sure dude keep his distance.
Similar advice. Conwell's corner wants him on the inside, pressing, pushing Perez back. Perez, his team wants him to stay on the outside.
Yeah, stay in medium range. Keep him on the outside. Get your head over to the left and run them combination.
Round 8 scheduled for 12.
He moving his head. Charles Conwell not moving his head without punching. And he's just an open target. Yeah, bro. He going to Conwell's. He slipping to the left. Going to Conwell's guts over and over off that lead hand work. And then Conwell don't know what to do on the inside. Every time they get on the inside, he frees up because he's standing too straight up. Look, his head never going to the left. And that's when you got a coach who don't know what they're doing. Because that's something that you automatically work. Like, I worked that off rip. Like, the first damn near 7 minutes of mid work is jab, hook, body. Jab, hook, body. Jab, hook, triple up on the body. And then we slide the right hand, roll the hook. Come back to 2-3-2, catch, shoulder roll, slip, roll. Then we jab, hooking and bodying again. Then we 8 and 6ing. That is coming non-stop to the point where you're gonna do it in sparring. Get your head on the left side and run them shots. You do that, you gonna stop a man. Then you gotta start getting your head on the left, pulling his elbow and running the shot. Then you gotta start getting your head on the left, throwing the right as a decoy, pulling his hand down, especially for the nigga that dude, but I ain't even gonna mention it on here because niggas be watching this footage. You gotta, when niggas be in the high guard, you gotta pull their hand down, and we about to start working on pulling that hand down and running that shot. Gotta do what works. There's certain moves that work that really hurt a man. And look, Charles Conwell's on the inside again. Good D, but where's the uppercut? You're not getting your head on the left side and it's leaving you open to get hit with the right hand over and over and over again. You got to get your head on the left side and bend your knees. He don't. I can't keep watching this. Hey, listen, this is an easy fight. The film study is done. Hey, listen, this is the reason why. The reason why he didn't win is because on the inside, he didn't get his head around to the left. If you watch Miguel Cotto and Canelo Alvarez, it will show you how to get to the left and get them shots off, bro. He didn't do that. I'm ripped up today. I'm ripped. I'm ripped today. Look, I'm ripped. I'm ripped. I'm still ripped. So yeah, like you got to get your head on that left side. You got to slip over to the left, dig them shots, come around to the body, get right back to the stick. Do it again. Keep getting your head over there. Bang, bang, bang. Sticking the jab, running the 8, pulling the hand down, running it, throwing combinations. Like he didn't know how to get his head on that side. And his coaches was to giving him the wrong advisory information. And that's just the facts. So yeah, that was just a quick film study on the scrap, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. We still in the season of my God needs you in order. To come into the world, the supreme being. And it's not like Charles Conwell can't work on them things. He was in shape. Dude was actually a little tired. Now that I'm watching it, he was a little gassed, but him being gassed like that, Conwell didn't take advantage of the punch placement and the fundamental punches that he should have took advantage of by getting his head on his left and ripping to the dude's right side of the dude's body and coming up under with them shots. Hit my cash shot. Because he got to use the 1, the 3, the 5, and the 7. Like he should have been using that. And then when he slipped into his right, he got to use the 8, which is the right hook to the body, then swim his head back around, come with the 7 and the 5. That's what he should have been doing. Like I'm watching it on tape. And he would have been more, he would have won the fight easy. Because Conwell be in shape. So no, most definitely. It was still a good fight. Dude had a lot of experience, and he used his experience to neutralize things that Conwell was doing. And Conwell had plenty of opportunity to land the shots he could have landed, but he didn't know, he didn't practice them. He didn't practice that. He didn't practice that. He didn't practice it. And when I get on Aaron's ass, pause, we're gonna literally practice that. I'm gonna make sure his feet is in position when he's stepping in. I'm gonna start drawing diagrams on the ground and say, hey, no, step in this way. Boom, boom. And keep doing it and squat down and do it. And I'm gonna just make him do it 100 times. And then rip the hook. Do it again, 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 rip the hook. Pull the hand down, rip the hook, get down up under, run the 8, get your head over, rip the hook. Doing it over and over again is how you master that. Keep in your range, rip the hook. Don't smother the shot, rip the hook. That's it, man. It's that simple. No, I'm not watching that right now. What is it on? The Zone? Is it on the Zone? Is it on the Zone? We doing film studies. It is on the Zone. If y'all want that live fight chat, y'all gotta hit the cash app for that, man. Y'all gotta stop playing with me. Y'all gotta stop playing with me, bro. I'm literally turning up right now. I'm done with this. I didn't learn how to do so. I didn't learn. I just start. Now I'm been playing with that gram. Y'all gotta start hitting that cash app for this work. No, y'all gotta hit that. I'm doing it off my own love, but y'all gotta hit that cash app for that work, bro. Cause I'm giving y'all what y'all want. Yeah, no, y'all gotta hit that cap. I'm not just gonna do a live fight chat and y'all not hitting the joint. Y'all not sharing the material, y'all not reposting it. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, bro. Y'all gotta start showing more love on my end. I'm giving y'all the love what y'all want, but it's not truly reciprocal. It's not truly reciprocal. So yeah, I might watch it later on and see how Ben Whitaker did, and then get on my gram and talk it And then y'all, you know what I mean? It don't matter. It don't matter. I do both. IG, YouTube, none of it matters. Is are you gonna hit that cash app? It really don't matter to me. I'll break it down on either or. YouTube, Instagram, more information is shared through the platform. You can share more information because other people are posting and you can remix their Johns. You know what I mean? On YouTube, they be flagging you. You know what I mean? So it's all to help y'all understand what's going on the channel for real. To direct y'all to the YouTube to get more viewership. So then when y'all hit my YouTube and I'm doing these studies, y'all could be hitting my Cash App. I don't need YouTube to be doing super chats and all of that. No, y'all can super chat that Cash App. Super chat that Cash App, brethren. Super chat that Zeliante. You know what I mean? Super chat that. So yeah, no, we just wanted to do a film study so y'all can understand what y'all watching and what's not going on. We'll be back later after some of this boxing transpire. I need to eat something, so I'm about to get me something to eat today. You know what I mean? I'm gonna grab some food, something to eat because I'm hungry. Go down by the lake, walk around. You know what I mean? Chill. You know what I mean? It's a nice day out today. Go have me a pizza or something, a vegan pizza, and just chill. So yeah, hey, listen, it's my out season. Follow the laws. Follow the laws. I'm done smoking. I'm giving out the smoke though. I'm done smoking. So yeah, no, it's through. I'm giving out love. One yourself. I'm in Hotep.